What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the all-new redesigned 2024 Hyundai Kona. This is the limited. It's finished off in Neoteric Yellow. Very bold color combo for this particular model. They have a starting MSRP right around $31,600. Equipped, this model is just over $34,000. Now, as we work our way to what powers this Kona, this has a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It's paired to an all-new 8-speed automatic and pumps out 190 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the H-Track all-wheel drive system. It will propel this just under 3,500 pound smaller size SUV from 0 to 60 in 8.5 seconds. And it has a fuel capacity of 13.2 gallons. You'll expect to see around 24 miles per gallon in the city, 29 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 8.3 inches. So Hyundai is really pushing this vehicle towards the outdoors style person. If you're driving a lot in the city, it's very compact, yet it is for those weekend adventures where you can take it off-road and you have plenty of ground clearance. Now, as we work our way to the front end design, we are going to start off with this aerodynamic nose. So you'll notice just underneath this seamless horizon lamp that runs across, we have a very integrated and sleek design. Now, Hyundai actually started the design for the Kona to be an EV. They should be releasing an EV at some point, but they did that first, and then now we have the gas engine, so we have a lot of the EV style elements to this front end, which is really nice to see, including the active grille shutters that are up front for the limited forward facing camera with all the parking sensors, LED headlights with the turn signals too, and this even has brushed trim accents in the lower section of the bumper. So it is a very nice design to see, and the brushed aluminum works its way to the Hyundai badge up top. Now, moving on to the side, this has the cladding that's around the fender flares. We have the 360 camera system, so you'll notice one of the sensors. Beautiful set of 19-inch wheels with that two-tone design. Power side mirrors with the turn signal and another camera. And check out this very iconic look for the Kona. We have that Z design with the line that runs from the front all the way to the back door handle, back towards the front tire, and then all the way to the lower section. Gives it a really distinctive look. More of that cladding in the lower side skirt there. And the brushed aluminum trim for the windows comes all the way up the C-pillar and wraps around the entire integrated spoiler, where the third brake light is right in the middle. Also in back, we have the pixelated LED strip that mimics up front, backup camera with all these sensors, more of the aluminum, even LED taillights that have a nice look to them. And before we work our way to the interior, check this out. For the key for this, we have the Hyundai logo with all the buttons located within it. We also have the parking sense that you can use. So if we lock the vehicle, let's remote start this. And from there, let's say you're in a tight spot, you're parking in the city, maybe you just can't get in either door. You can push on the icon with the forward logo and the vehicle will start to move. Now, as soon as you release that, vehicle stops moving, and then you can also do it in the reverse direction. I have actually used this feature in my own driveway when moving cars around. I don't even have to get into the car in order to do that. Very awesome to see. And then of course, you can remote unstart it. And now we can move on to the cargo space. Limited gets the power lift gate, so just hold on this button right here and that will open up. And the Hyundai Kona is actually 6 inches longer than the previous model, so it gives us more cargo space, it gives us more passenger volume. And so in back, it's what you would expect for this vehicle, but it's definitely pretty roomy. Spare tires underneath, you have a little bit more room where you can place some other items if you'd like to. And this is really cool too. We have the removable cover, but you can actually move it to just behind the back seat. So we have these that will hold it in place. You can push those to release it. It will be parallel with the back seats. So if you need a little bit more height, simply move that to the front and that will open it up. You can also fold down the back seats too for that much more storage. Now, as we work our way to the back seats, very nice material for the armrest, matte black finish. We have the release handle, a little bit of storage down below, and then black for the back seats here. At 5'10", I have a ton of space. New design for the front seats, give them this curve. They're still as structural and rigid, but that gives me a lot more legroom down below. We have climates. We also have some storage and access to charge your electronics. We have the armrest along with 2 cup holders, and then I have 3 or 4 inches above my head, and these seats recline. So this passenger side is back just slightly. So honestly, full-size adults can ride around and be equally as comfortable. Now up front, we have heated and ventilated seats, automatic driver, manual passenger seat, and really cool design within the back of the seat there, matches with the steering wheel. So check this out, right on the airbag cover, we have that same logo. Let's fire this up though. We have the solid black leather steering wheel. On this left side, there's the steering assist along with the distance pacing, and we have the controls to activate cruise control along with a scrolling dial, and then this pages button. That is going to allow us to go through some more information within the digital gauge cluster, so you can monitor all this information and go through it as needed. We have the tach along with miles per hour on both sides there, engine temperature and fuel level. Now this also has these steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, and then we have mode and tuning for the radio. We have voice commands, Bluetooth, even a favorites button too. So you can set that up with what you use the most and go through all that information. Now on the left side, there's the e-brake along with the lift gate. You can open and close, downhill assist, traction control, and dimmer switches for the gauges. And then as we work our way back to the gauge or the infotainment system, we have a lot to go through. There's so many different icons. It's very quick to the touch too, to be able to go through all this information, which is very helpful. More brushed aluminum down below for all of the physical buttons, so you can easily get into your map, you can go into your setup, even go into your media. We have power and volume and tuning as well. And then underneath that, all of the climate adjustments, temperature, fan speed, where you like the air to go, all laid out very well. We have wireless charging along with a bunch of auxiliaries to charge even more electronics, and you have a place to put them, of course. Heated and ventilated seats, we have the heated steering wheel, auto hold, and a shortcut to the 360 camera system. Now in order to get to this by putting the vehicle into reverse, we have all the gears on the stalk to the left. So if I twist this down, that is for reverse. If I twist it forwards, that is to go into drive, of course. So we have the forward facing camera. You also get a few different angles as well. You can utilize the side mirrors. You even have the top-down 360 that you can swivel around. Of course, if I put it into reverse, now we have those same angles, but for the rear camera system. Park is going to be on the end there. And then we have a few driving modes. We have normal, sport, and snow, and a center locking differential. So if you're taking this off-road and you need some more traction, you can use that as needed. Now look at the amount of storage space that is located down below. You can actually gain more storage by hiding the cup holders away if you don't need to use them, and then pop them out when you are ready. We have a little bit of storage in the center armrest there, as well as the glove box, and then even a place where your passenger can place items with a small lift so they won't roll around. We have the automatic adjustments for the sunshade and the sunroof with all the dome lights, and we have a lot of visibility. It's a small vehicle, of course, small footprint, but you can easily see in both directions. And so from second gear, here we go. And we're up to speed. Not the quickest vehicle, but definitely has plenty of power, a nice pep to it for the engine available. Now you can also go with a 2-liter engine. It's going to have a little bit less power, so if you want that added power, you definitely want to go with the turbo engine. But now that we're behind the wheel for this $34,000 Hyundai Kona, this is a really nice place to be. As you can tell with all the technology, it's all very easy to use. So the user interface for this is great, and we have a lot of standard safety features that some of the other competitors do not come with. So it's very nice to see for the money, the amount of vehicle you're getting for that money, especially when you compare it to the competition. Now, the Hyundai Kona is also on the smaller side compared to some of the other brands. However, as you've seen in the back, you get a lot more interior space. So it's very cool to see how they've utilized the smaller size vehicle and maximized the interior where all of your friends and family are going to be. And with this vehicle too, it's also extremely comfortable and quiet. We have some padding in the tires to give you less road noise. We have a little bit different of an exhaust setup to give you lower decibels. And we still have some very comfortable front seats with that new design there. They have great support to them. It's a nice, comfortable place where you can go out on those adventures and really have some fun going on those long cruises as well. And then real quick, let's talk about visibility. It's a small vehicle, but it's very open. There's really no blind spots. We have the camera system. It's very open feeling for this size. So it makes it that much more maneuverable, especially in parking lot situations or even in the city. We're not in the city right now, but we've been driving this in the city pretty much the whole day with some highway driving here and there. But it makes it a lot more maneuverable in these smaller city situations, which is really where this vehicle shines. But at the same time too, you can get out and explore like we are doing today and have a really nice adventure vehicle that you can rack up the miles and get some really good MPG while you're out driving. But I think that is going to wrap it up for this all-new 2024 Hyundai Kona. We've made a lot of content surrounding the all-new Kona. We also were able to check out the N-Line, so make sure you guys head over to our channel and check out that video as well. If you enjoyed today's review, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.